Hi, Unit 2, Irrational Number Assessment. Question number 1, choose the correct answer. Point 1. Which of the following is an integer? We know integer is positive and negative and 0. This is equal 1, right? So this is the integer. This is mixed number. This is negative fraction, decimal. Okay? The smallest natural number. What natural number start from 0 and going on positive? Right? Yes. Where is the natural number 1 and 0? Okay? But the smallest one is 0. Point 3. Negative 3 over 4 and negative half. Which one is the greater? Okay. Note that we have 3/4 and half. 3/4 and half. Let's change 2 to become 4. Why? To can compare between them. 2 to become 4, 2 by 2 and 1 by 2. Not to change the value of fraction. 1 by 2 equal 2. So we have 3 over 4 and 2 over 4. If it's positive, this will be the sign. But we have here negative and negative. So negative 3 over 4 and negative 2 over 4. Which one is the greater? Negative 2 over 4. Negative half. Choose B. Absolute value of negative 8 equal 8. 8 greater than what? 8 greater than 9? Of course not. Absolute value equal 9. Here we have 7. Yes, 8 greater than 7. Choose B. Opposite number of negative 3 over 8. Opposite of any number, to change the sign here will be 3 over 8. Where here 3 over 8, here negative. 8 over 3 upside down. Here we have negative. Here we have absolute value of negative will be 3 over 8 and I need it. The integer which comes just before. What mean of just before? Just before it means smaller than negative 3. Okay? So just before 3, 2, after 3, 4. But negative 3 just before negative 3 will be negative 4. Will be negative 4, the number line. The best subset of the number negative 2. Negative 2, what's the best subset? Is it a counting number? Of course not. Natural? Of course not. It's an integer. Question number 2, complete the following. Point 1, absolute value of negative 3 equal 3 by absolute value of negative 4 equal 4. 3 times 4 equal 12. A negative number with an absolute value of this negative number will be greater than 9. It's maybe negative 9. Yes, negative 9 is a negative number. If I put the absolute value, it will be 9 and 9 is greater than 8. Absolute values of opposites. Any opposites, the absolute value of each other are equal. Like 5 and negative 5. It's all equal 5. The smallest positive integer. Positive integer start from 1 and going on to the right of 0. So it's just 1. The integer between negative 4 and 1. What's between 1 and negative 4? It's integer. Okay. To move from negative 4 to 1, we have negative 3, negative 2, negative 1 and 0. Here we have after 0 will be 1. Before minus 3 will be minus 4. So these integers are in between these two integers. Negative 3 and 1/4 in the form of a over p, just a fraction. This is a mixed number. To change mixed number to a fraction will be the same denominator with the same sign, negative, negative, and 4. Okay, to find the numerator, just times 4 times 3 plus 1 times, and here we have plus. 4 times 3 equal 12, 12 plus 1 equal 13. From the opposite number line, this number line, the integer for point A, he asked us to find out what A represents. Here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So A, negative 3, and its opposite is 3. Just okay, it's 3. The number of integer between, not that he asked us about the number of the integer between these two integers, not like here. Here we asked about the integer between. Here we asked us about the number of them. I need to write them first. Negative 5 and 2. From negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, and negative 2, negative 1, 0, and 1, then 2. I don't need 2. I don't need negative 5. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 integer. There is 6 integer. The number of integer are 6. Question number 3. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, the rational number between negative 3.1 and negative 3.17. First, here we have tens place, but here we have hundreds place. Let's put 0. There's no problem. And here we have negative 3.17. So between 10 and 17 may be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or 16. Here this is negative 18. It's just before. Here, yes, look, negative 3.14. Negative, yes, negative 3.14, 14 between 10 and 17. Which of the following is the greatest number? What is the greatest one? 2, I have a number line, and we have 0, any positive. Okay, we move from left to right. Okay, I have 9, negative 11. Of course, the positive will be greater than the negative, so no way to choose negative. Okay, here we have negative, but we have absolute value of negative 10. Not that absolute value of any negative will be positive 10. So choose 9 or 10. Of course, 10. Set of counting number space set of rational number. What's the relation between counting number and rational number? Yes, counting number is a part of rational number. Yes, because it starts from 1 and going on to right, but rational number is contain positive and negative or integer, and decimal and fraction. So counting number is a subset belong if I have an element, no belong. Okay, to set even subset or not subset, but counting is a subset of rational, is a part of rational number. The additive inverse, it means opposite of absolute value of negative 2. First, absolute value of negative 2 equal 2. What is the additive inverse of 2 is negative 2. Absolute value of negative 3 equal 3 plus absolute value of negative 2 equal 2. 3 plus 2 equal 5. All integer are also space number. All integer that plus and negative and 0. Is these numbers counting? Of course not. Natural? Of course not. It's all rational number. Negative 3 space set of natural number. Here we have an element. An element use belong or not belong, but not subset. Subset between two sets. Here we have an element and a set. -3 and natural. Natural start from 0 and go to right. Right? Okay. Negative doesn't belong. Doesn't belong. Choose question number 4. Answer the following question. Question number 1. Arrange in descending order. What descending order? To start from the greatest going to smallest. Right. Note that we have a number line. Where is the greatest? To the right. Where is the smallest? To the left. And here we have 0. So to start from the greatest, start from the positive and going to 0 and then going to negative. Okay. Here we have -8. Here we have absolute value of -7 equal 7. Don't forget. This we have -8 and 7 to 0 -5. To start from the greatest, start from the positive. Positive we have 7 to 0. Start from 7, but write it as he gave us absolute value of 7. Next one, what 2? Next 0. Okay, we finished all positive. So we have -5 and -8. Which one is the greater? Of course, -5. Then, and the smallest one will be -8 to the left, the smallest. Okay, now we arranged them from the greatest to the smallest. Question number 2. Find a rational number lying between 3/5 and 2/3. 3/5 and 2/3, it's two fractions without any common denominator or numerator. So we need to find the log common multiple between 3 and 5. 3 and 5 all prime number. All prime number. So just multiply them. 5 times 3, we will change them to 15. 5 times 3 times 3 and 3 times 5 and times 5 numerator. So we have 15 and 15. 3 times 3 equal 9. 2 times 5 equal 10. What he asked us about number lying between we have 15 and 15, it's okay, but here between 9 and 10 there is no in between integer. We need an integer. Okay, so I need to make it bigger denominator. Okay, to increase the denominator. By times it by 2, just by 2. Okay, 15 by 2 equals 30. 15 by 2 equals 30. Okay, 9 by 2 equal 18. 10 by 2 equal 20. Now we ask us about a rational number. Just one rational number, just one. It's between 18 and 20. It's 19/30. This is the rational number in between 3/5 and 2/3. Question number 3. Write the following numbers in the opposite Venn diagram. This is called Venn diagram. Venn diagram have counting number as a part of natural number, as a part of integer, as a part of rational number. Okay. 34. Where is 34? 34 is just a counting number. 34. It's a counting number. Okay. 2 and 1/4. 2 and 1/4. If it's 2 may be count or natural or integer, but we have a fraction here. Fraction, you just write it as a rational number. Okay. Now we have a decimal number. Okay, it's just a rational number. Negative integer, just here. 0. Is it counting? No. 0 start with us as natural set. Okay. -7/8. It's negative. It started from integer, but it's as a fraction. Just put it in the rational set. -7/8. Just like that. Okay. Last question. Represent negative 3 and 1/4 on the number line. Okay, it's easy. Just draw a number line, but not that. We have a negative, so I don't need the right or the positive part. Just put 0 here. Okay, and focus to the left of 0 because I have negative rational number. Okay, what we have 3 and 1/4. We have to find out the two integer. I work in between them. Negative 3, we have negative 3, and so we need to move to negative 4. Okay, we have 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, so we need negative 4. Okay, so our rational number is in between negative 3 and negative 4. Okay, but I need to divide this space into 4 parts and just take one part after negative 3 going to negative 4. Here we have to divide it. 1, just 2 parts here, okay, and even 1 part, 2 parts. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need just 1 part. After negative 3, take 1 part, so my number would be here negative 3 and 1/4. This is the place of our number negative 3 and 1/4. Now we reach to the end of assessment of Unit 2, and thank you.